Welcome back to One Hot Bite. Melissa here, where we're doing our 12 days of cookie. Today is day 3. The cookie we're doing, it's actually not a cookie, it's a peppermint cheesecake brownie. So we're gonna enjoy these sweet, yummy treats. We're gonna enjoy the holidays, or we're gonna gift them to somebody else and let them enjoy them. Thank you for being here today. Let's make some brownies. These have 2 components to it because it has the cheesecake and the brownie. So these are kind of an upscale brownie. They're very nice. And you can choose to color them pink or not. You can leave them just natural for the cheesecake coloring. But, well, before further ado, thank you again. Subscribe down below. Let's get cooking. We are going to start with the cheesecake batter first. I like to use 1/3 less fat cream cheese on these. It's best if you soften it before you get to this point. Otherwise, it's like an ice cube battling around inside your bowl. So soften it up a little bit, just to room temperature, and get it all mixed together. You can see Tucker is here to say hi one more time. He loves cream cheese. To this, we're going to add a little bit of sugar and a tiny bit of peppermint extract. Blend it up. We're going to add a few more things to this cheesecake batter, and that is going to be 1 large egg and 1 large egg white. The next thing we're going to add on top of that is just 1 tablespoon of flour. That's going to pull it all together and have it set up very nicely on top of these brownies. We're going to make our brownie batter next. The usual dry ingredients are going to go in here, and that is flour, cocoa powder, unsweetened cocoa powder, a little bit of salt. You know the drill. Give it a little mix. Now we're going to do our sugar and wet ingredients. So we have packed brown sugar, a little bit of canola oil, some salt, and we're going to add our eggs here as well. Down below, it actually calls for 2 large egg whites, 1 large egg. I did it in reverse, so do not follow this part of what I did here. And maybe this is why my center didn't set up the way I wanted it to. But with the 2 egg whites, it's a really nice mix and keeps it lighter in fat. We're also going to add a little bit of buttermilk to this because it adds the creamy moistness to these brownies. Give that a good mix. And as soon as you have that fully incorporated, we're going to add those dry ingredients. As you mix this on low speed, you just want it to be just combined, just so you don't see any of those dry spots. Now, typically you're going to use a 9-inch square pan for this. I decided it'd be fun to use a cake pan. This is an 8-inch pie pan, and give it a little cooking spray. You're going to pour most of the batter in here. You're going to save about 1/2 cup, and we're going to put that on top. That's where the marbling comes in. We're going to add our cheesecake on top of this. Make sure it goes all the way to the edges, and dollop your 1/2 cup leftover brownie mixture on top. And you can just dot it around. You're going to blend these together, and you can use the tip of a knife, or I really like to use a toothpick. You don't want to reach the bottom of the pan. You just want to swirl the top. So just the cheesecake is mixing with the dollops of brownie batter you put on top. Swirl it around and make it beautiful. You're going to stick it in the oven and about 350 degrees for about 26 minutes. And it comes out just beautiful and smells incredible. Once again, we did it. And these are fabulous. I'm going to show you the coloring in these and how they turn out. They're very decadent and sweet and yummy, and they're kind of rich. They're richer than the other cookies I've done so far. Granted, I know it's a brownie, but this is actually a really good bite. These are super fun and pretty to gift out. Again, you can make it pink if you want to add a little red dye to that. I don't like to do dyes and stuff, so I did not do that. Anyhow, let's give it a taste. That is a mouthful. It's so good. You have the cheesecake, you have the peppermint coming through, and that really, really rich chocolate. This is really good. As you guys know, I did mine in a round pan instead of a square pan. So my center was not set as much as I would have liked, so I would add some baking time on that. I'll describe that down below for you. But all in all, I think it was a success because anything sweet and yummy, I think is a win. So happy holidays. I will see you tomorrow for day 4.